Parfums de Marly is one of the most well-known niche brands that create lots of hits, including such popular feminine perfumes as Castelline and Delina that I'm putting against each other in this video to decide which one of them is a better one. And if you want to find out more about that, well, then just keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to another comparison video, which in my opinion is a bit more fun to watch than the regular reviews, but let me know how you feel about that. In today's perfume battle we have Parfums de Marly most famous and popular feminine perfumes such as Cassili and Elena that I was so excited to test side by side and pick a favorite, and I got them from the company Unique that creates such cute decants of popular niche perfumes. And if you're based in Germany, Europe or somewhere else in the world, they will ship to you, so check out their catalog and the link you'll find down below in the description box. Alrighty, let's get started. Cassili was a newer fragrance for me because Delina was the one I've already reviewed in the past, so I was very curious if Parfums de Marly create a brand new fragrance with unique identity or based on the success of Delina. So the main mission in my curiosity was to find out if Cassili is based on Delina or at least focused on its core, or is a totally different fragrance. If you compare the notes, there are some differences and similarities. Let's get started talking about Delina, shall we? You've probably heard about it 1,000 times, but here we go again. We are talking about it because we want to compare it to Cassili. And first things first, this bottle, I love Parfums de Marly presentation because it's so luxurious, different colors are fun, and Delina comes in the baby pink flacon that is so feminine, just like stunning, and when you spray it on, it opens with a very bright scent, yes, a little bit synthetic but bold, and it is quite fruity because there is lychee and rhubarb. In the top, some bergamot for the freshness, although I don't get it a lot, but I do get spicy nutmeg. Later, the fragrance develops as a floral composition because we have a very generous dose of rose in there, some other floral notes that don't overwhelm the rose. Vanilla joins in, and in the base there are woodsy notes, cashmere, vetiver, musk and smoke, which I don't even get a hint of. To me, this is mainly a spicy, fruity rose composition that is sweet but not sticky sweet. This is not a gourmand fragrance. I like the contrast of bitter, almost like peppery nutmeg with juicy fruits and with very bold, intense, yes, synthetic as I've already mentioned, but recognizable rose. And all of that creates that very powerful perfume for a badass lady who's in charge for everything. And if you're like that and you're looking for a signature scent, Delina might be it. The problem with it though is that when something becomes very popular and lots of people start to wear it, it loses its uniqueness. So it's a recognizable perfume. The sillage of it is amazing. For example, today as I was getting ready for this video, I sprayed both of them on me and my mom told me that I smell great because as I was moving around the house, you know, perfumes were projecting, leaving this gorgeous sillage. So I have no problems with Delina, well, a little bit, but we'll come to it later. Now we are moving on to Cassili, and I like the notes of Cassili a bit more because although there are some similarities and differences with Delina, for example, there was rose and vanilla that we had in the previous perfume, the fruits in here are different. It's not rhubarb and lychee anymore. Instead we have red currant and another popular note in the perfume, plum. So there is rose, some other floral notes, but I was particularly excited for frangipani and mimosa, which are both yellow flowers. So I was looking for a yellow floral twist in there, and in the base there are no woods, there is no musk, no smoke, instead vanilla, tonka and sandalwood. So Castelline is another fruity floral sweet fragrance, so that makes them similar with Delina, but in the way they smell they are different. And I've been wearing Castelline for the last couple of days, and when I first sprayed it on I asked Benny what he thinks of it, and he told me that this is a better done designer-like type of a fragrance. And I need to agree with my boyfriend, because it has this very mass appealing effect, but not necessarily a unique character like Delina does, for which I appreciate, although I have some problems with it in the dry down that I was referring to, because it turns very musky on me, and that is the type of musky scent I don't like, because it performs really bad on me, turning hot, cloying and overwhelming. So that overpowering effect of Delina you won't get in Castelline, because it dries down into the beautiful powdery floral fragrance. So in the dry down I do prefer it. I also do prefer it from the aesthetic point of view, because I love that pale apricot color. The bottle is stunning, but it's quite a generic fragrance, although actually it was inspired, and I learned that because Unique sent me this great card, so thank you guys, that it was named after one of Louis XV's horses, which distinguished itself by its speed and pedigree. Well, I would say that this is something that a beautiful lady, younger lady, could wear looking at the horse, you know what I mean. So it has this very carefree character, so if you're looking for something that would be everyday friendly, feminine, but not too strong, yet with nice longevity, a few spritzes of Castelline would be just fine. And if you want something bold for a night out, or just colder weather, or when you need some power and energy, Delina would be nice for that. I know that there is Delina exclusive that I haven't tested yet, and I heard that people say it's a better version of Delina. So how do you feel about Delina and Delina exclusive? And if you have any experience with Cassili and Delina, let me know it in the comments, because I'm always excited to hear your feedback, guys. And from my point of view, in terms of creativity and uniqueness, Delina, which was the first one, is a better one, but Cassili is less aggressive. So I kind of like Delina more, but not because I love it, just because in the comparison to Cassili, it's a bit more interesting, but it actually reminds me of a pretty inexpensive fragrance. This one, you might have heard about it from me, Wow by Job, that smells of peppery, spicy rose, which is also very musky. So those are not dupes, but the vibe is the same, and that completed this video. I would recommend you to test Cassili first, because if you go into the Delina and then Cassili, you will not be able to smell Cassili, because it is so less intense. But other than that, that was all from me. Request future content. If this video was helpful, you learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day. We'll see each other in the next one really soon. Bye guys! You know what I thought about, guys? Delina was released a few years ago, Cassili last year, and this year there is no new release from Parfums de Marly, so hopefully they will launch a brand new feminine perfume, and this time maybe in the pale purple bottle. Let me know in the comments if you would be also glad to see Parfums de Marly new feminine fragrance, and how do you want it to smell.